Hi everyone, I hope that you're all doing really well. In this video, I will talk about the reasons why I will not be applying for the clinical psychology doctorate this year. If you're interested in this, then just keep on watching. Alright, so the number one reason, and I think perhaps the most important one, is that I have other plans in the work, hopefully, for this year. So keep your fingers crossed for me, but I have decided to once again apply for the CAP course, which is the Clinical Associate in Applied Psychology Master's course in Scotland. It's one of its kind. There is one for adults in Stirling and Dundee and one for children in Edinburgh. 2 years ago I had applied for both and had received interviews for neither. This year I have only applied for the adult one because I've realized over the last 2 years that this is the population I'm particularly interested in and I wouldn't particularly enjoy working with children at this level. I have just handed in my application at the end of July, start of August, and I will hear back about the outcome of this at the end of September, beginning of October. One of the specifications of this course is that they know a lot of people use it as a stepping stone to the doctorate and they're not fond of that because it is supposed to be a profession of its own, being a CAP. So one of the requirements that they have is that if you were to receive an offer from them, that you would need to withdraw any application that you would have made to the doctorate, just to avoid a case of receiving both offers and having to make a decision and potentially pull out of the masters, which they wouldn't like you to do. So, I mean, I really hope to get on the masters. I don't really want to get on the doctorate this year, so there's no point in having to withdraw an application and work on it for nothing. So yeah, I will hear back in October whether I have gotten a place on this, and if I do, of course, I will do a video on that or a video on how I prepared or interviews. I was just a bit silent on it this year because I do not want to get rejected again and I didn't want to promise anything that I couldn't keep. So let's just wait for that. Okay, so the second reason that I will not be applying for the clinical doctorate is that I don't think that I am ready. So when I look at the university requirements, they all differ. Obviously, we have to go on the clearinghouse website to see what universities want what. And a lot of them require a driving license, which I do not have. So that's, I think, a third of the courses want that. And a lot of other universities, I think more than half, require you to have at least a year of full-time paid experience, which is either research experience or clinical experience. And I just simply do not have this yet. As you may know, I have started my new full-time assistant psychologist post. I have 6 months of part-time experience. I have a lot of volunteering experience, but it doesn't add up to a year. And there's no point, again, applying for unis that will not consider me. And I do not want to be restricted by this criteria and only apply to 4 unis by default, which I do not even particularly agree with their ethos. So right now, as it stands, I am quite restricted by their criteria and I do not want to be in that playing field. I want to apply to universities I really want to apply to, not the ones that just will consider me. So one of the reasons, yeah, is that I am not ready in terms of requirements. But another reason is that I don't think I am particularly ready mentally. And that is because I realized when I was applying to those 2 AP jobs and I got offered them and I had to make a choice, I was just so overwhelmed with this feeling that I wasn't even ready for an AP post. It took me so long to even just be happy about getting an AP post. All I felt was dread and overwhelm and stress. I was so anxious about working full-time, and I can tell you now, I'm perfectly fine and it is okay and I am managing. But at the time I was just so nervous and I kept on thinking, imagine if I apply for the doctorate and I get a place first time. How will I handle that? So I don't think I'm in the mental space to just go through that kind of stress again. And then also I was thinking that I still would like to be an assistant psychologist. I think I would like to be a CAP, obviously, as well. I don't think I would enjoy being a trainee psychologist at the moment, let alone a psychologist in 3 to 4 years. So if I applied this year and I got shortlisted and I got, chosen as a preferred candidate, that would mean that in 4 years I would be a psychologist. And I'm still so young and there's still so much I want to do. There's still cities I want to go to. I've been moving around a lot and maybe I just want to settle for a bit instead of always moving to universities or to cities that choose me for jobs. For once I want to have control over my life and to not be controlled by applications or doctorates. I would like to settle. And I know a lot of you can have the same feelings around, getting married, having children, buying houses. We're all at different stages in our lives, and it is a bit unfair that a lot of us are entering to the whims of the doctorate or applications. So I would like to enjoy a bit of my life first instead of just focusing on the doctorate. And that kind of leads to the third reason that I'm not going to be applying. It's that I've just had a really hard year, and I know we all have, and all for different reasons. I mean, obviously it's been hard because of the pandemic, but it's also been hard because I was doing a master's and I've been having a lot of other projects on the side, and I've been having this channel which I've been neglecting a bit, and it's just been really stressful and really overwhelming, and I kind of just want to relax and enjoy my life a bit. I want to settle in my routine of working as a full-time AP. I have a lot of different hobbies that I do. I've been crocheting a lot. I've been getting into plants, and I've been going into walks. I've been meeting people here in my new city. I don't want all of that to change so soon, and I know change can be really good, but right now I'm just settling in, and I would just like to prioritize my well-being and prioritize my personal life over prioritizing my career and the psychology world. I think there had been quite a bit of a lack of balance back in winter. I think I was a bit too obsessed over the doctorate and courses. I was doing a lot of research, I was reading a lot, I was going to all the webinars that people were offering, and people are really generous and there's so many free events, and I was going to all of them because they were remote, so I could just access them from my bedroom, and it just got too much. And I think what I'm going to do over the next year, whether I get on the cap or not, is I'm just going to take a break from all of that and really try to focus on me and not psychology. And I just cannot imagine, again, having to do all of those webinars, follow all those people, ask for advice, read about the doctorate, following the hashtags, seeing people get on, seeing people not get on. It was just way too much this year, and I hadn't even applied. So I think I need to get a better, healthier mindset about it all before I jump in the process. Because as you know, the application process takes ages. It's about a year basically, or about 10 months, about application, waiting, test, waiting, interview, waiting, reserve list, waiting. I have been, waiting for the result of my CAP application, and it's only been 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm already very impatient and just want it to be over with. I'm just not wanting to put myself through this kind of process right now after the year I've had. So yeah, in summary, I'm hoping to do the CAP course over the doctorate right now, and I don't think I am ready for the doctorate, and I would like to be a CAP or an assistant psychologist for a bit longer, and I would also like to enjoy my year and not worry about applications and focus on myself and my own life a bit over the life of an aspiring or pre-qualified psychologist. So yeah, I hope that this video was a bit insightful. I hope that maybe you identified with something that I've said, or you were able to reflect on your own reasons why you're wanting to apply, or why maybe you think that this year is not your year. But yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe. There's tons of other, that's a lie, there's 10 other videos on my channel about assistant psychologist posts or applications, interviews. I hope you find something that you like, so subscribe. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter, or comment below. I'm just always happy to connect with you guys, and it always really warms my heart when you say that you got a job or that I helped you write an application. So have a good rest of your day, and peace!